Good YouTube, man. It's your boy TJC, man. We back with another video. We got AM Hoops again. We doing a reaction video. We got the most doubted team in the NBA. I really feel like it's the Lakers because people don't really, what can I say, believe in them. But I do. Because guess what they got? The GOAT. But anyway, we're gonna get to this video of who is the most doubted in the NBA. Who you think it is? Before we start the video, comment down who you believe is the most doubted in the NBA. Do it now. Alright. Let's get to it.
Accurately predict the NBA champion. And this year, only one team checks all 6 boxes. Apparently, they are locks to win the title. But there's one team that people are sleeping on that should scare everyone. Those 6 stats are wins, point differential, 3-point shooting, defense, home road record, and having at least 2 All-Stars. So, the Celtics are clear favorites to win this year, even though they've looked suspect recently and the season's not over. By the way, the Sixers and Bucks check all but 1 box, so the East is very competitive. But in the West, the top teams are the Nuggets, Grizz, and Kings? Yeah, according to history, Sacramento could be in the Western Conference.
If this video is about the Kings, this is facts. I've been saying this for the longest. I've been saying the Kings is underrated. The Kings might just win the championship this year. This might be the year for real. Just tell
Finals. But what does that mean? That means they would have to beat the Warriors, maybe the Suns, or a bunch of teams with huge stars. That's impossible. Actually, it could happen, not just because of the stats. There's one thing about the Kings people don't realize. Their biggest problem, obviously, is defense. Right now, they have the 26th ranked D in the league. A team has never won a title like that. They also have the #1 offense of all time. And the only teams with that big of a difference between offense and defense were the Spurs twice and the Nuggets in 1982. All 3 of those teams got bounced in the first round. But the Kings are different. 2 years ago, they traded for Domantas Sabonis and people killed them. Why would they trade Tyrese Halliburton for a win-now player? 16-year playoff drought.
I never knew Tyrese Halliburton was on the Kings. I knew he was on another team. I was like, where was he before? Now it makes sense.
Does not win now. Even De'Aaron Fox admitted, I didn't know if I would make it past the trade deadline. I thought I might be moved. I mean, we weren't winning. And Tyrese made the All-Star team. But the Kings did 3 things that made the doubters, like me, look stupid. But first, today's sponsor is I think we in because they say of my life. So start credit score. And I am the Chime Credit Builder licensed in a 7 Chich. And why did the front office do that? The GM at the time, Vlade Divac, knew Luka's dad from Europe back in the day and hated him. So he decided, forget the scouting, like father, like son, and pass.
My bad, y'all. I'm sick, man. For real.
On him. Idiot. In return for Bagley, they got Josh Jackson and Trey Lyles, who is shooting above average from 3, and apparently is not scared of anyone.
Lopez.
Next, they acquired Kevin Huerter and Malik Monk. Both guys are having career best offensive seasons. The Hawks just gave away Kevin Huerter for nothing to avoid the luxury tax. And the last thing the new GM did was draft Keegan Murray. At the time, experts hated on the pick. I didn't talk to one person who had Murray over Jaden Ivey. Oh, but it turns out Murray is shooting like an NBA vet. Only 10 players have made as many threes, shot over 40%. Names like Steph and Clay. Well, the Kings have 2 players in that elite group. This new roster with excellent shooting has opened things up for Domantas Sabonis to play make, rebound, and score inside, and for De'Aaron Fox to drive. It unlocked the Domantas Sabonis trade and made both of their big 2 an all-star. And people are still sleeping on the Kings. Like, I couldn't even put Kings in the title of this video because I knew no one would click it. But people should stop sleeping on the Kings, and I will show you why. De'Aaron Fox is the best clutch scorer by a mile. He's got 180 clutch points as of recently. Second place is Jimmy Butler, DeMar DeRozan, and it's not even close. But he was still the last pick in the All-Star draft. Sabonis is always underrated too, which is weird because he's European and a white guy, and I thought they were overrated. Never mind, but since January as a team, they are as good as the Boston Celtics. They have checked every championship box except defense, but they have a trick up their sleeve that we'll get to. But right now,
that's what's gonna hurt them the most. If the Kings don't have no defense and they play like a big team, like the Lakers, they gonna get beat.
Now, the underrated Kings have a chance to get the #1 seed. I know that sounds crazy, but look at this. With 14 games to go, they're just 4.5 games back of Denver. That is a lot of ground to make up, yes. But while the Kings are dominating since January, the Nuggets are melting down. They just came off a 4-game losing streak and have a lot of pressure to win. Like, not only is Jokic getting heat for potentially 3 MVPs, a report says if they get upset, Coach Mike Malone is on the hot seat. Meanwhile, the Kings are playing free and easy. I mean, they get in a tough, close game like the other night at Chicago. De'Aaron Fox just casually pulls up for the game winner. Meanwhile,
seconds to go, trying to win the game for Denver, but his shot.
Disrespect to ESPN.
They're targeting the Sacramento Kings. The Sacramento Kings are in third. That's the team that they want in the first round, an inexperienced team. That's their dream scenario. If you're a Laker fan, you're dreaming of somehow getting to 6th against the Kings.
That is so disrespectful. Or how about the kid this summer who, when the Kings won a summer league game, he got a little excited. We're getting 40 wins this year. People slammed him on the internet like he was a clown. Oh, but who is the troll now? After their 40th win, dude posted this. But the only thing more dangerous than a 1 or 2 seed is the fact that every other team is going to be doubting them going into the playoffs, which automatically gives Sacramento an advantage to win game 1 of any series. The other team will get punched in the mouth and not see it coming. But what they have up their sleeve is a path like we rarely see in the NBA. Their toughest first round opponent could be the Warriors, Lakers, or Mavericks. Now, beating Golden State is tough, but not impossible. The Dubs have the best starting 5 in basketball, but the second worst road record. Their main problem is 3-point defense. They hold teams to about 32% at home, but almost 41% on the road. That difference is by far the worst in the league and plays right into the Kings' hands. One thing about Sacramento, they are so multiple on offense, you can't just shut one guy down. Stop De'Aaron Fox? Oh, Kevin Huerter will shoot them to a win. Or Malik Monk or Keegan Murray. Oh, but the game slows down in the playoffs. Yeah, that's true, but even in a close game, De'Aaron Fox is deadly. The best ISO scorers this year are names like Kyrie Irving, Damian Lillard, Luka, Kawhi, KD, all guys you would want taking a big shot in a big game. Oh, guess whose name is right up there? De'Aaron Fox. Sometimes the biggest games come down to who can get a big ISO bucket in the clutch. This year, De'Aaron Fox is that guy. Oh, and if they play the Lakers, their offense is too inconsistent to keep up with the Kings scoring. And
but shut up.
God forbid LA has an injury. I mean, they just lost to the Rockets. The Mavericks are tough because Luka gets even better in the playoffs, but they have defensive flaws and chemistry issues. So if the Kings win a first round series, which I think we can all agree that they could, then they just beat the Grizzlies in the second round and they're in the West Finals against, I don't know, the Nuggets? Are we sure they won't get upset? Like, think about last year. The Warriors had an easier road through the West, partly because the #1 seed Suns blew it against Dallas. I'm not here to make some big prediction or like have a hot take about the Kings like Kendrick Perkins, but everyone is doubting the Kings right now, and that is a mistake. Just like they're doubting that James Harden could return to the Houston Rockets. I know it sounds insane, but after hearing what Harden's actual plan might be, it kind of makes sense. Check it out.
Hey, man, let me know how y'all feel about that. Y'all feel like the Kings going to go to the championship or make it out the first round? We'll see, man. I don't know. It's been a while for them with Andy winning. I don't think have they ever even won a championship? I don't know, but we going to see what they do this year. They got a good shot. This is a opportunity to capitalize. Is they going to do it? Make sure y'all like, comment, subscribe, turn the like button blue, share with your crew. Without further ado, we out, man. Lay y'all.